Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We have another episode of Empties. So I have literally a mix of everything: skincare, makeup, wellness things, hair care products, some like oral care products. So I have just a random assortment of things to talk about. So I try to keep my reviews super quick because I don't want us to be here for too long. If you enjoy Empties videos as much as I enjoy watching them and filming them, then definitely keep watching. So it's very unglamorous today. Floss sticks. Terry and I use floss sticks pretty much all the time. I also floss with like regular floss sometimes, but honestly floss sticks are just so much easier. So these are by the brand Grin. I liked them because they were made with recycled plastic and they were okay. So I don't know if you can really tell, but like the pick part was just, I don't think it was a very effective pick. So it wasn't my favorite. They're not ones I'm going to repurchase. I like what they're going for. You know, I appreciate that they're trying to, you know, make things with like recycled plastic, but those just weren't it. So sorry it is so gross on the top, but this is the Odell clarifying shampoo for a deep weekly clean that brings you back to neutral, sulfate free, and 100% natural fragrances. So Odell is a brand you already know I love. This one was okay. I actually found it kind of heavy for it to be a clarifying shampoo, and I also just wasn't like crazy about the scent, so it's not one that I would repurchase. It is vegan, not tested on animals, dermatologist tested, as well as color safe. So, you know, I think Odell is a great brand in general, but the clarifying shampoo, I just won't repurchase. So I feel bad decluttering or like considering these are empties, but I've had this for over a year and I just never got through them. So this is the Pacifica Glow Baby Brightening Peel Pads with 10% AHA and BHA. You get 60 of these. I just didn't use them all, and I try not to keep things like terribly past their expiration date, especially like things like this that are like so concentrated. But basically they're like exfoliating pads, and I thought they were fine. Even though I really did like them and I do recommend them, they're not something I'm gonna repurchase. Speaking of exfoliating things, this is the Pharmacy Deep Sweep with 2% BHA. It's a pore cleaning toner with moringa and papaya. So I actually really loved this. I would definitely repurchase this actually. Whereas like with the pads, I just prefer this. I think also because this is gentler, it only has 2% BHA, whereas this had like 10%. And I think because my skin is just more dry and sensitive, it couldn't handle like that much acid. I really like this. I think it's gentle, it's effective. It lasted me quite a long time too. So I also like that it comes in a glass jar. This is a makeup product. This is actually a lab sample of the Tower 28 Big Waves mascara that they just launched. I wanted to like it, but I didn't because one, it's not waterproof, and two, I think I prefer a brush style like versus a like silicone mascara wand, even though I do use silicone mascara. Unfortunately, like even though we're so excited to test this through Los Angeles podcast, it just was a no for me. And especially for $20, I just can't use mascaras without it being waterproof. It was super easy to remove, which was nice. It just was not my favorite. Would not buy, would not recommend. Here's some vitamins. These are the Immune with Zinc gummies with echinacea and vitamins C and D. They're from the brand Garden of Life. I ordered them from Target because they were like on sale. They're fine. They're kind of hard to chew, and they had, as like many gummy vitamins do, like sugar on the outside, so they weren't my favorite. They tasted fine. They're just very sticky, so I'm not gonna buy these again. I like the Garden of Life brand in general though, so if you're like a vitamin supplement person, I would recommend the brand in general. I guess I threw these in here. This is some wax melts. This is from Target's Threshold brand, which I love. This is the Peony and Cherry Blossom one with notes of vanilla and berry. It smells so good. I really like them. Each packet of these are like $2, so I'll just stock up at Target. This is the Blogilates. It's her beauty collagen peptides with keratin. It's the unflavored one. It's non-GMO, soy-free, gluten and sugar-free. It actually kind of took me a while to get through this. I tried to mix it in with like coffee and like tea, and even though it's unflavored, it's still kind of gross if you're not adding it to something that has a lot of flavor. So I would recommend like putting it in smoothies and things like that. It was really nice. Serving size is 1 scoop and you get 16. I'll be honest, I didn't notice like a big difference, and usually I can tell a difference like in my like nails and like my hair and skin when I use collagen. I think this one was fine. I just I think for the price and what you get, it is a little bit expensive. I am a huge fan of Cassie and Blogilates, but I think for her collagen, I just would not repurchase. I finished up the Core Organics Noni Glow Body Oil. I actually have another one already that I'm using, and I actually included this in like one of my favorites a couple months back, but love it. Would repurchase. Is expensive, but I think it's really great. I just love that it's not greasy. Another Core Empty, and it's very shiny, but this is a mini of their turmeric brightening and exfoliating mask, which is like one of their hero products. I think it's won like a couple of Lure Best of Beauty awards. I really like it. I would repurchase the mini size again. I wouldn't necessarily commit to the full size just because I'm not someone who uses a face scrub every single day. I actually might keep this now that I think about it, but I've also had this since 2020. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift in the shade Black Brown. Love that it has a spoolie on one end. And the color was actually really nice, so I appreciate that it has like a thicker tip, but honestly, I know there's still product left, but the longer I had it, the less, I think the formula was just getting kind of gross because I've had it for so long. This is refillable, so I need to just keep the body because you can just buy the color refills for a little bit cheaper, so I would definitely do that. This is $25, and I remember that because I usually don't splurge for like eyebrow product. I did really like this one, so if you are in the market for like a high-end one, I do really like the Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Brow Lift because I do prefer like the thicker style brow pencils. I am decluttering this because this is, I've also had this since the brand launch. It's like one of the first Rare Beauty products I ever bought, and this is the Liquid Luminizer in the shade Mesmerize. I really did love it, but I'm not a highlighter person. Like, I realized as much as I love the look of highlighters, I'm just not a highlighter person, so it's really just kind of like wasted on me. And this was unfortunately something that you couldn't like wear on your eyes because I tried that. Maybe my eyelids are just too oily, but it's just a very pretty like kind of light rose shimmery shade, and I think this was like Selena's favorite shade, which is like one of the reasons I bought it. Considering it's a liquid product and I've had it for basically 2 years, I think it's time to let it go. Ooh, a skincare empty. This is the AOA Green Tea and Vitamin E Cleansing Balm. You can buy this on Amazon, but I typically buy all my AOA products from Shop Miss A, which they are very well known for their dollar beauty products, and I'm obsessed with them. One, I love this cleansing balm. I obviously don't have any of it left, and they actually make it in like a full size for like, I think it's like 3.38 fluid ounces, and it's like $9. It's ridiculously affordable. And this one was like $1.77. So it's one that I would definitely repurchase. They're just like always sold out of the full size one. Cleansing balms are my jam when it comes to makeup removing products. So this is my absolute favorite one. I think it's just so affordable. It's effective, it's gentle, it doesn't irritate your eyes. I highly, highly recommend. This is the Essence I Heart Extreme Volume Mascara Waterproof. I typically get the Essence Get Big Lashes, which comes in like a lighter blue tube. I'll put a picture up. And I wanted to like this one. I only bought this one because my Ulta was out of stock, and it has like a pretty big brush. And it just wasn't my favorite. I think it was just like too wet of a formula, like compared to the Get Big lashes that they make in waterproof, which is like my favorite, and $4. So I would pass on that one and get the Get Big lashes. So I had a pack of like, I think 5 of these come in a box, but this is the Ella and Mia Soy Polish Remover Wipes. These are nail polish remover wipes. They had a very strong scent to them, and they leave your hands super, super dry after you use it, so you really need to moisturize after you take off your nail polish with those wipes. But they're really effective, so that was like the first product I ever tried from that brand, so maybe I would get their just like regular liquid nail polish remover. The wipes are really good and convenient, so I recommend them, but I'm not going to buy them again. We have a hair shampoo. This is the Aromaze 5 Alpha Juniper Scalp Purifying Liquid Shampoo, anti-itchy and anti-dandruff. And I actually found out about this through Stack Influence. I wasn't, in that case, like I didn't work with them, but that's like how I discovered them. So I wasn't reimbursed. I just bought this on Amazon, and I actually really like it. It has a very like nice, fresh, like, not necessarily like, it's sort of like mint, but not like mint that you think about, but it was really nice. And I also consider it like a very clarifying product in general. So if you're looking for a clarifying shampoo, or you do like have like dry scalp or things like that, I would use this, and I really like it. I would rebuy that down the line, but I try so many shampoos because I'm obsessed with like hair care products. So this one I've had for so long. I bought it from my salon, and I've just been like trying my best to like use it up, but I just don't like it. I think the scent is just like way too fragrance for me, and it's like a scent that I'm not like in love with either. So this is the Wella Professionals. It's their Envigo Nutri Wrench with Goji Berry. It's their Deep Nourishing Conditioner. It wasn't that hydrating for like a conditioner, you know, I feel like it didn't leave my hair like particularly soft or anything like that. All right, I finished up another one of these. This should be not a surprise. This is the Solid Brush and Sponge Cleaner, the Sephora collection one. There's like a pinch left in there, if you can see that. This one's my favorite brush, solid brush cleaner. I'm testing one out from Shop Miss A, but I honestly think this one is still worth it way more. It doesn't leave any weird residue on my brushes, and it's just one that I continuously buy. All right, I have a lip liner that I've also had for like over 2 years, and because it's retractable, it's not like something that I can like sharpen, so I feel weird about using it. I'm just trying to avoid brands of like, is scandal's the right word? I don't know, controversies. It's just like there's so many brands out there, you know, like what do I want to spend my money on? And M Cosmetics is just a brand I don't want to anymore. And it sucks because this was actually my perfect like lip shade. It's called the shade Bunny, but it's such a pretty like pink color. I think it was like a neutral pink. And it says it's good for 12 months. I don't know. I think like you can keep liners, like products like that a little bit longer, like pencil products, but I don't know. It's been like 2 years. I think I should just let it go, right? Even though like I do recommend their lip liners, they are very velvety. Oh yeah, this is the Velvet Blur. It's the M Cosmetics Soft Blur Velvet Lip Liner in the shade Bunny. I do recommend them. M Cosmetics is just not a brand I'm gonna buy from anymore. This is like a very small sample of the Crown Affair hair oil. One, it just had like no scent at all, and I personally like my hair products to have a scent. And then two, it left my hair feeling like very weighed down, and I have very thick hair to begin with, so that was just odd. And I'm glad I didn't spend my money on like the full size, and I just got like the small sample from like one of my Sephora orders. I would not recommend. The full size is like $40 anyway, so there's a bunch of other better hair oils out there. I just would skip the Crown Affair one. I have another mini. This is from Rare Beauty. It's their glossy lip balm, and it's in the shade Nearly Neutral. This was such a pretty shade. I would definitely repurchase like the full size. It's like pigmented, but like also sheer, as you can see on the bottom here. It was just a very lovely like little sample. Really like it. Would buy the full size. I guess I just felt like being super random this time. This is like my favorite toothpaste. I have very sensitive teeth. I always get ones with like sensitive stuff. So this is the Sensodyne Pro Enamel Fresh Breath toothpaste for sensitive teeth and cavity protection. I've bought this like multiple times, and every time I like try to go and buy a different toothpaste, I don't like them. So I'm just gonna keep buying this one again, so really like this one. Finally getting around to not using this anymore, mostly because the spray hasn't been working as well, I think because we're getting down to the bottom. But this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I got the travel size one, so this is 1.1 fluid ounce, and I bought this also 2 years ago, and it says it's good for 12 months. I think sprays can last longer, but you know, coming up on like 2 years, I felt like it was okay. I do recommend it. I actually really like that as a setting spray, and I do recommend getting the smaller size unless you're someone who like, you know, does your makeup every day and like needs to set your makeup every day. Then yeah, I'd say get the full size. That'd be worth it. It would be one that I would repurchase, but I have the like a giant setting spray from MAC, so I need to use that up before I even consider buying different setting sprays. But that's a good one. I recommend it. Another Rare Beauty. As you can see, I'm trying to get rid of all my products I've had for so long. This is the, I don't remember what they're called, but you know, it's like her, I wouldn't even call it a liquid lipstick because it wasn't that long lasting, but this was in the shade Fearless, and I did like it. I think it was a little bit too brown for me. I do prefer a lighter pink. I just think it's a little bit more flattering on me. Really nice formula, so I would buy like other colors in this if I really like it. I think those were like 20 bucks. I finished up this Covey moisturizer. I know it's such a pale pink, it's kind of hard to see it, but this is their Last But Not Least moisturizer, and this was actually from my mom because she ordered the Covey system and she likes to use the cleanser and the vitamin C serum, but the moisturizer I think was a little bit too heavy for her, so she just gave like the rest to me, so I've just been using it up. But I'll link my full cover review for you in the cards. It's a really good product. It's like a gel cream moisturizer. It's very moisturizing, and that's coming from someone who has, you know, pretty dry skin and sensitive skin. So highly recommend that one. And then the last empty is the Pharmacy Green Clean. This is in the lemon scent. These are actually really great. So these are totally worth the hype. I know these are like, it smells so good, constantly raved about, and I see why. I wish it didn't come in a plastic tub just because this is a bit expensive. I think the full size is $36. These are really good. I think if you like, you really like the brand, I'd say go ahead and get it. But I'm someone who doesn't want to spend a lot on like things that I know that I'll repurchase all the time, like cleansing balms. You know, I love to try out all these different cleansing balms on the market just to let you know what's good and what's not. I mean, the price is just, you can't beat this price for what it does. Like, effectively removes your makeup, doesn't irritate your eyes. They're both good, you know, they're just on different spectrums. Super affordable, more expensive, both really great ingredients. It's kind of just your preference, but I recommend both. I just won't be rebuying the pharmacy one anytime soon. All right, we got through every single product. I will be sure to link them all in the description box. I really hope you enjoyed this another episode of Empties. I love to see what people are using up, and I think it's kind of cool because you see a lot of products that maybe aren't talked about as much either, which I super appreciate as a consumer. Let me know what videos you want to see next on my channel, if you have any particular products that you want me to review. I know the holiday season is already coming up soon, which is kind of wild. Yeah, if you've had your eye on any products, any new launches, old launches, or anything like that, you're curious if you should spend your money on them or things like that, just leave me any suggestions and requests in the comments and I'll definitely check them out. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!